In 1965, we had less than 200 mountain lions in Colorado.
That is wild.
Yeah.
And now there's like 4,000 or something.
Yeah,
around there?
and it was houndsmen, I believe, largely that fought the fight to classify lions as as a big game species in Colorado. What did that do? It gives them a certain value within the management system that allows for their proper care rather than treating them as a nuisance. And I think I've read that the lion population was down to like an estimated 142 animals or something like that. Now we have an estimated 4,400 animals. That's adult lions, not including kittens. And ironically, we've done that using hunting as a management tool. And that is hard for somebody who doesn't hunt to understand.
Yeah.
But it's with all species. I mean, under the care of the North American Model of Wildlife Conservation, we've been able to bring the population to as robust a level as you could have in a state with, like I've said, before, 6 million people and 961 species of wildlife and fragmented habitat and a lot of different uses and recreation. And by the way, the 6 million people does not include the, many, many millions of visitors that we have every year. And
so many.
Oh, yeah, and I don't remember the number, but it's tens of millions in addition to our population. So, yeah, no, but what I was saying is that the initiative seeks to ban of all sorts and all types, mountain lion, bobcat, lynx hunting, but it definitely has implications for other species, and they've not just hinted at that, they've come out and said that. Like I said, we're trophy hunting bighorn sheep. Why are we doing that? Well, never mind the reason, or never mind the fact that hunters and anglers have funded these very conservation efforts that have brought our wildlife populations into, to places where people, it's almost like a miracle, a modern day miracle that we have the wildlife resources that we do. I mean, 1,000 elk in 1910 in this state, 308,000 today.
Wow.
I think 3,500 Shiras moose and climbing. That doesn't happen by accident.
Well, and that's because of hunting and fishing. I think a lot of people are under the misconception that comes from tax dollars, or that the worst misconception is that wildlife will manage itself, and taking humans out of the equation altogether. I mean, we have been part of the system since the Ice Age, right? And look at what's happened to mammoths and stuff like that, and short-faced bears, and the North American lion, not the mountain lion. Like, if there's no sort of regulations or management on it, stuff goes extinct.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
oh yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's been proven in our history. It's proven in archaeology. It's proven in all that. Now, whether we don't know what happened that long ago, but my point is, we have been part of that ecosystem as hunter-gatherers for just as long. Maybe these species were around longer than the human being, but for a vast thousands of years, we have archaeological records that we have been hunting for thousands of years, and we have also been being hunted, even up to today. We're a lot more protected now inside of our concrete jungles and Tesla cars and all this sort of stuff. But, recently, if you look at the state of California, who has banned mountain lion hunting, there was somebody that died, I think it was last month or 2 months ago, from a mountain lion attack. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to be attacked, but to be actually killed by a lion, that's a whole nother ball game. And that's not a fear-mongering thing that I'm putting out there, but I'm just saying we are still prey at this point.
Yeah, and like you said, concrete jungles, I think one of the fundamental problems we have here is that people are increasingly unfamiliar with the wild, with consumptive uses, with the very, not just fact, but the reality that's almost impossible to escape from, that we use resources. And whether you live in Rhino and take public transportation, or you live in Rio Blanco County and you drive, you have heavy equipment and drive a big truck, and and you're actually there. Everybody has an impact, and everybody is using these resources. It's just that in today's world, I feel like, it's easy to not it's easy to think that you can take yourself out of that equation, you know. And